So, this is Andrew Sevener, everybody.
Hello.
And you know me, I'm Raz on the radio. So, Andrew. So, we're going to talk about a couple of things.
Okay.
Blake Shelton's name's popped up a lot around here in the last couple of days, so we're going to get to that in a second.
Alrighty.
Anytime I looked up information on you, the word Wampus Catty comes up. Now, I know what cattywampus is. That's like tilted, kind of askew, kind of crooked. You reversed it. Please tell us what that is.
Okay, so that's actually my band van. That's the name of our band van.
Okay.
We were driving through Itasca after...
Where's Itasca?
It's just in Texas near my hometown of
Okay.
Alvarado. And we were driving through, and my merch guy was sitting next to me. We were the only ones awake. We had to drive through the night to get back home. And we passed through Itasca, and the name of the football team there is Wampus Cats. And we're, at this point, the van's fairly new. We were trying to figure out a name for it. And he just says, and we've been up for 10 hours at least driving through, and just, it's like 5 a.m. We're both tired. And he says, oh, that'd be so cool if we named the van the Wampus Cat. And then I had this genius idea of, oh, man, what if we say Wampus Catty? Because it's like a Cadillac. It's our Cadillac. And he was just like, I love it. We woke everybody up in the van. They hated it. So we stuck with it.
Of course they did. You woke them up.
Yeah, but we stuck with it. And so now it's the Wampus Catty.
So that's what that is. Is it an actual Cadillac? Or
No.
No. What kind of a
It's
van is it?
It's a Ford E350 Ecoline. It's nothing special. It's like the typical band van that you get when you first start out.
And you had it brand new. Now, how long have you had it?
3 years now.
Yeah, good. It smells good, right?
Yeah, horrible.
I'm sure. So I got some other words.
Okay.
I like when people come up with words for this. So there's other cool, like, cattywampus and wampus catty. That's pretty good words, right? So you ever looked up some other words, like name something like what a like a snollygoster is? Does anybody know what a snollygoster is?
Sounds like something out of Willy Wonka.
It does, doesn't it? That means shrewd. You're shrewd. So are you snollygoster?
I'd like to think not.
No, you want to be shrewd.
Oh, you do?
No, that's a good thing.
It is?
So
I always thought it was bad.
like when you're negotiating contracts, you want to be like shrewd. You want to, get things to go your way. Shrewd.
Okay, well then, no, I'm still not.
Okay. All right. You know what ninny hammer is? It's not.
I feel like it's
not
Harry
where the
Potter.
Olympics were.
I feel like it's Harry Potter, like a ninny muffin or something.
Cotton-headed ninny muffin.
Yes.
That's ninny muggins. That's elf.
Elf.
Yeah. No, that means you're a little simple.
Oh,
No, I'm not saying that about you. I'm just saying that's a word.
okay.
Okay. How about flittergibbet? That's what we're doing right here. We're chattering.
Oh, chattering?
Yeah. So I'm just. These
Or
are just
flitter
cool.
gibbering?
Flittergibbering. Yes.
Yeah.
And then there's two more. There's gormless, which means you're a little dumb. Not
okay.
calling you that.
It's okay
Just
if you
saying
are, it's
another one.
fine.
And bumfuzzle means confused.
Bumfuzzled?
Yes, bumfuzzle.
I could kind of see that one, bum-fuzzled.
Yes.
I'm bum-fuzzled.
I'm bumfuzzled by these words you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm going
Right.
to start using that, bum-fuzzled.
You should. You should.
What if I work it into a song one day?
I love it.
Dude, I'm going to
You
try.
got to give me credit, though.
I will, for
All right,
sure.
Thank you. So tell us, so your journey is through the voice, right? So talk to us about that. How do you get on the show? So if somebody here wanted to do that, how do you get on The Voice?
Oh, I'm like the worst representation for that. I went through like 3 different like back ways to get into it. I was trying to put music out on my own. I was in a family band with my mom and dad, but also a full-time musician and also working full-time at a motorhome dealership.
You're a mechanic, right?
Kind of, yeah. I didn't work on the engines, but I did a lot of carpentry and plumbing. Horror stories from that. But yeah, so that's what I was doing. And Reverb Nation, I was putting music out on Spotify and all that stuff from there. And one day I was looking on it and it just said, hey, skip the line for The Voice. You could, because originally it's 3 cattle calls, which is you go into wherever they're hosting auditions, you go in there. If you make it past the first one, you go to the second one. If you make it past the second one, go to the third one. Make it past the third one, go to the LA for one. And then if you make it past that one, then you might be on TV. Unless everything fills up before then you're SOL. But anyways, they said skip the line for The Voice, and I was like, I'm averaging 4 hours of sleep a night. I'm tired all the time. I sing for 4 hours a night and don't get home till 3, and then have to be up at 7. Give it a shot. Threw it out there. They said, "Hey, come in." So I went in and I tried.
Is this in Texas?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just in Dallas. All right. And so I went in and I tried, and I got to talking kind of like what we're doing now, and they found me funny for some reason. And they said, "Well, let's hope you could sing." I'm like, "Let's hope so. Let's hope you like it." And I ended up singing 3 songs, and they said, "Yeah, we'll see." And the next thing you know, I got on there, and I got put on the 3rd day of auditions for the blind audition, and I just eked on by.
So how long is this whole process before you actually get before the chairs?
4 or 5 months.
And in the meantime, you're still auditioning all that time?
Mm-hmm. And going back to work and playing shows and all that stuff.
So you get on Team Blake.
Mm-hmm.
So talk us. I haven't seen the episode. So talk about the negotiation with the chair coming around. Who the judges besides Blake?
I was a one chair turner, so
It
there was not a whole lot of discussion.
Was it Blake?
It was definitely Blake.
And so who else is judging there?
At that time, it was Adam Levine's last season, John Legend's first season, Kelly Clarkson, and Blake.
So Blake's the only one that turned around.
Mm-hmm.
Now you developed a relationship with him
Yes.
through his coaching. So talk about that. And I know you did a song with him. So talk a little bit about us, a little bit how you go through that.
Well, like playing the song with him, or just like
Yeah.
the whole
Well, so now he
relationship
turns.
building? Okay.
Right? Are you like, oh shit, what's going on with these other 3?
Well, not really. I was wanting to get Blake anyways.
Smart move.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like he turned around and said, "Man, this is easy." And then so we got to talking, and he gave me a hug, walked out. Didn't really get to talk to him for a whole lot, just because he's busy, and he's got like 20 other people on his team. We slowly start developing, and as I make it further along, we actually, I would like to say friends, but maybe people will call it acquaintances.
We'll see if you're friends. Do you have his cell phone number?
I did, and then he changed it.
Of course he did. Have you been to his house?
I've been next to his house.
What, like you drove by or you
No.
stalked the hell out of
My
him or
manager
something?
actually owns the house right next door to him on
okay.
Lake Texoma.
Okay. So have
I
you
have
seen
not.
him over the fence or seen Gwen out there? Okay. So you're acquaintances and partners in business.
Okay.
That's what I say.
Well, I did also see him another time. I went and played at Old Reds in Tishomingo.
Yeah.
And he came out and introduced me and hung out with us in the green room.
Okay.
And then also on top of that, he did like this big like thing where he was practicing for upcoming shows at Tishomingo. And my fiance was like, "Hey, we should do that." I was like, "Okay, yeah, we'll go up there." Come to find out, like it was super packed, and they said, "Oh, hey, Andrew, come on in. We got a spot for you." And I was like, "What? Okay, this is cool."
All right.
And so I got to sit there next to Blake's mom, and
Good.
yeah, he called me out. And he was like, "Is that Andrew Sevener?" I was just like, "Hey." He says, "I can't hear you, but hey." And that was about it.
All right. So you're getting up there. You're climbing
Close.
the ladder.
I'm so close.
You're climbing the ladder to be Blake's friend, which I think would be a very cool thing.
I think it would too.
So now let's talk about the song. So tell me about the song you did with him.
I chose, and I got to choose this one like pretty cool. It was "All Right Now" by Free. I just kind of knew it, and I turned to him when we announced it, and he was after he stuck his finger in my ear. Yeah, I don't.
Oh, you're friends then.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he stuck his finger in my ear like 3 times. I was just like, man, okay, yeah, it's Blake Shelton. I'm just gonna deal with it.
Just out of the blue, he just went like that?
Yeah, we were sitting there, we were talking, and then one of the producers asked me a question. I turned over, and he just went right there, and I was like,
Is that normal?
It is for Blake.
but I turned to him after they announced that we were going to do All Right Now, and I said, "Can you sing that? Like, I don't know, or can you rock out?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I'm Blake Shelton. I can sing anything."
Of course.
And so, but yeah, it was super fun. We got to practice it, and yeah, it was a blast getting to be up on stage and hanging out with them, and so yeah.
So did you win that season? So talk about that season.
I got third best loser, so I got fourth
Third
place.
best loser.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got fourth place.
Who was the winner that time?
Malin Jarman. She was on Team Legend. So that season, we had 4 people in the finale. Malin got first. My buddy Geith got second, and he was also on Team Blake. My buddy Dexter got third. He was also on Team Blake, and I got fourth because I was also on Team Blake.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So that's a great experience.
Oh, it was fun.
Now, did you ever spend any time with Adam or John Legend or Kelly Clarkson or anything like
A
that?
little bit. Adam came out and actually talked to us a couple of times while we were waiting to get in and practice for other songs
Nice.
as a little studio thing. He was very nice. Yeah, but other than that, Kelly met me backstage one time and told me that she loved my rendition of Lips of an Angel. Yeah, so but other than that, I didn't really get to see John much.
Right. He's EGOT, so you gotta.
Oh yeah.
I mean, that's big time.
Yeah, I think they were like announcing that like all the time, like he was the EGOT guy
Sure.
my season. So
Yeah, he's that's big. You guys know what EGOT is, right? No. It's Emmy, Grammy, Oscar,
And Tony.
and Tony, right? EGOT.
he's got them all.
He does. He does. All right. So you come off the show. Where are you now? You touring? You hooked up with somebody on a tour or anything, or are you just still out there just?
I'm flailing, honestly.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm kind of going out there.
You've got to be pretty talented to be sitting here.
Well, yeah.
Or a handsome gentleman like Bob Reeves bring you around.
Well, it took a lot to get there. Afterwards, I got to quit my day job and pursue music full time. I tried to write and all that stuff, and then eventually I got hooked up with my manager, and she was based out of Oklahoma. And we got to talking, we got to working together, and I was playing a lot in Texas and Oklahoma and Louisiana, putting a band together, just kind of doing all that, but nothing really else going forward. We started to record, and then I started coming up to Nashville and started to record up there, just songs that I'd written by myself. And then this beautiful human being, his name's Gator Michaels, he comes into our life and he says, "Hey man, these songs are good, but I think they could be better." And he helps and he consults with my management company and helps us kind of get into writing rooms. And so we got into some really amazing writing rooms with a lot of amazing writers. And I got to co-write every song that's on my EP coming out.
Nice.
It was an awesome experience. And then from then on, that beautiful man back there, Mr. Bob Reeves,
Yeah, there it is.
and he came into our lives kind of through a family thing. Him and Gator know each other, but also like his wife Vicky, she also vocal coaches for me and some of the other artists that my manager has. And so it was all this kind of one big happy family.
Nice. So tell everybody how to find your music once we get out of here and they want to find some more stuff out.
Well, if y'all want to follow me on Instagram or Facebook or any of that stuff, it's Andrew, the number 7, ER Music. And if you want to look up on Spotify or whatever you look up music on, or YouTube, and just Andrew Sevener, Sevener, 7
That's
with
awesome.
an ER. Oh, and we have some cards for y'all that's got a link to the upcoming EP that's not out yet, and Bob has them, so
All right.
you
Well,
can just scan it. And
thank you for coming here.
thank you for having me. I
These
appreciate
people
it.
that come here, every time we have a new artist or somebody come into this room, they're music fans. Okay, and it's great to come into a place where people actually care about music, especially new music, and excited about new artists. And we're glad to have you here. So in the next few minutes, will you tell us your story musically and play some songs? And
Absolutely. I
have some fun?
appreciate y'all coming and hanging out.
all right, Andrew Sevener, everybody. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me. Well, this first one I'm going to play for y'all this evening is a song about the love of beer. But how sometimes beer might love you back. Well, hey brother, how you been? Looking for forward to the weekend, hanging out with all of our buds. We could keep it lighter, we can pull an all-nighter, maybe find you somebody to love. Well, meet me at a red door, happy hour at 4. I'll be chilling at the bar. We'll get loud with the crowd, whatever you're into, yeah, I'm down. Catch a buzz, because I'm always up for one more round. Like white on rice, like cold on ice, I'll be sitting right here, love beer. Well, there's a pretty little lady just sitting at the table underneath that Shiner box sign. Well, you start the walking and I'll do the talking. I already got a good line, 'cause I'm your weekend wingman, best friend in a can, always got your back. We'll get loud with the crowd, whatever you're into, yeah, I'm down. Catch a buzz, because I'm always up for one more round. Like white on rice, like cold on ice, I'll be sitting right here, love beer. Well, you can hang out with Cuervo, but you and I both know your best times are always with me. Getting loud with the crowd, whatever you're into, yeah, I'm down. Catch a buzz, because I'm always up for one more round. Like white on rice, like cold on ice, I'll be sitting right here, love beer. Hey, love beer. Thank you, thank you. So I actually have a fiance, like I mentioned earlier, and we're getting married next May. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, she's way out of my league, but it's okay. So we're planning this wedding, and it's all about the flowers, and it's about the, like the colors that everybody's gonna wear, and like I got one of those little things that you stick in your pocket, and that has to be a certain color. And I don't get it, but she wants to do that, and it just getting into it, it's like, it's not really about that stuff. It's about the love that we have together. It's about the life that we want to build together. And to me, I feel like people look at country music kind of just on the surface, They hear about trucks, and they hear about Daisy Dukes, and they hear about, boots and drinking beer in a pasture somewhere. But it's not really about those things. It's about like the reason that we drive a truck and the meaning behind it. The reason why we drink this particular brand of beer, because our granddad might have had it. And that's what helps you remember him. That's the stuff that truly is what country's all about. It ain't a mouth to dance when a pretty girl's in your hands, swaying back and forth on a hardwood floor. Now it's a hell of a whole lot more. It wasn't mouth of fish when I was just a cane pole kid, drowning worms on the line by my granddaddy's side. Hell, we never even had a bite. But it ain't about the beer, it's what you drank to. Ain't about the road, it's where it leads to. It ain't about the buckle, it's the ride. It ain't about the smoke, it's the high. Ain't about boots, it's the miles you put on them. Ain't about your roots, it's the ground where they growing. Don't take too long round here to figure out what country's all about. It ain't about the flag when you see me taking off my hat. It's the women and the men who would do it all again. They keep it flying up there like that. No, it ain't about the beer, it's what you drank to. Ain't about the road, it's where it about the buckle, it's the ride. It ain't about the smoke, it's the high. Ain't about boots, it's the miles you put on them. Ain't about your roots, it's the ground where they growing. Don't take too long around here to figure out what country's all about. It ain't the small, it's the town. It ain't the game, it's the crowd. It ain't the church pew, it's a lost soul getting found. It ain't about the beer, it's what you drank to. Ain't about the road, it's where it leads to. It ain't about the buckle, it's the ride. It ain't about the smoke, it's the high. Ain't about the boots, it's the miles you put on them. Ain't about your roots, it's the ground where they growing. Don't take too long around here to figure out what country's all about. Yeah, what country's all about. Thank you. And make sure this thing's tuned before this one. We tune because we care. I learned a long time ago that love is an amazing thing, especially when you have someone to share it with. When that love gets taken from you, I ain't been thinking straight. As the whiskey I've been drinking, it's like the living room floor sinking since you drove away. You took all my plans, left the picture where you put it, but the memories are crooked and they won't fade. Night is day, right is wrong, every melody's a sad song. Ever since you've been gone, I'm going out of my mind. My world's spinning upside down. Talking to myself and seeing ghosts in this old house. Hearing voices in my head sound like you saying goodbye. I got a broken record prayer I say every night. One day you and all this crazy will be out of my mind. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for coming out and listening. I appreciate it. Y'all have a good rest of y'all's day. Thank you.